Hello, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Sunstriders Phase 3. It's our third campaign of our weekly actual play of Star Wars RPG, the Fantasy Flight game system, now Edge Studios narrative dice system. You'll be seeing those shortly here on your bottom left. This will be episode 9. And in case you have not noticed, we're missing one of our emerging storytellers today in Shib Kath, who has been replaced with a awesome picture of our friend Chris from, I think, his junior or senior year of high school. So, enjoy that. And Chris, whenever you watch this one, I love you. Regardless of all that, let's get right into this wonderful recap from episode 8, session 8 last week. Does anybody actually want to recap for me today for a free light side Destiny point?
Yeah, I can.
Please feel free, and I, of course, will fill in the gaps.
Yeah. So I believe we started last time on the bridge of a crashed Sith starship on the planet of Etone. We began running away from what appeared to be a Sith specter, as Samson here had, unbeknownst to the rest of us, stole the mask and pocketed it. There was a bit of a fight. Null attempted to run away and saw the visage of his dead creator, Dr. Vikoto. And then, without a whole lot of trouble, we ended up destroying the ghost, which scattered into the rest of the ship. No thanks to Dr. Starbloom. We headed out and started our journey back towards the convocation proper. Had a little dialogue between Samson and Null, stating that the ship in question was a Terraphon class starship, which Null had read. But we made it back to the convocation. Dr. Starbloom started packing up his cart and said he would meet us at the top. With a little suspicion, we asked to search the cart and his person, and discovered a hidden lightsaber in like a hidden pocket of his coat. Dr. Starbloom claimed to have been a Jedi, and that it was his great granddad's. Null handed the lightsaber to him, allowing him to try to prove himself, and he took it and ran. We sent off word to Blue Decker Prism Station, who sent out Sil Thylashark to stop him, and crash landed. We went to recover the still alive Dr. Starbloom. And Shib, I think upon picking up the lightsaber, had a bit of a vision as well of the possible likely Sith that carried it from thousands of years ago. And then I believe we headed back and started the trek up the Great Staircase.
Indeed. Very good. That's about as accurate as we can get. And of course, we had another run-in with a white acute Gree for another language lesson.
Hooked on phonics.
Hooked on phonics. Jeff taught the Gree honky dory.
Hunky dory. Love that.
So, great recap. And that's sub 5 minutes, which is awesome. So now we can hop right into our session question, which for today is relatively simple. And I've decided that I will want this in a 2-parter. If need be, you might not need it. But I'm going to want a icy answer and an OOC answer. I'm going to want your in-character answer, and then out of character whether that's a crock of shit or not. Because, maybe you guys aren't as self-aware as you would like to be. So our session question for today. Oh, and before I say that, we also resolved conflict. We did our morality rolls at the end of last session as well. So our session question for today will be this. How do you handle criticism? And if your answer is, dude, I handle it so well, and then out of character, you're like, Jeff does not handle it well at all. Important distinction.
Yeah. Dom, you still going first, or?
Yeah, sure. I think Samson. Shit, dude, I'll take the example. I think he thinks he handles criticism well. It's more like a not biting on it, not giving it an emotional response in the moment. But I guess my out of character answer would be he's definitely thinking about that shit after. He might save face in the situation at hand, but later he's gonna be like, I could have fucking. So that's my
Very good.
IOC and OOC.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Go ahead and
Element
roll
OP.
your destiny points. Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
I think for Null, I think there is a bit of arrogance in Null, being a superior life form, which is a droid, to the organics. I think he doesn't take criticism well because it kind of challenges that view. I think like he assumes that all of his data banks and processing units are already great, and there might be some criticism that he could like if it's like factual versus like moral. But yeah, I think there's definitely some arrogance there.
Very, very good answer. Thank you. Go ahead and roll your destiny points. Also, I'm still on my 2-monitor setup because Amazon has continued to not be able to send me this power supply for whatever reason, or this AC adapter. So, but now I'm looking into my microphone and looking at you guys, which is better than doing this normally, I think. So, it feels good. I like it. And that leaves, last but not least, of course, Jeff. How we feeling?
So I think the lens you have to look through with Jeff, whenever you're asking how he receives criticism, is that he didn't really have a lot of people that were around him when he was very young to give criticism to. He had to make all these decisions himself. So I think he finds it a little bit reassuring that somebody is looking out for his best interest, whether or not they actually are. But that somebody pays enough attention to him to care to give him criticism. So I think he does welcome it there, perhaps blindly.
Very good. Go ahead and roll your destiny points.
Let's see. Bing.
Had to figure out how to condense that into my notes.
Ah.
One dark side, and since Chris is not here, I will, of course, roll one. Beautiful. Just what we need. Okay. So, also, I think our very last scene, like Garrett had said, was us beginning our walk up the Great Stairway. Of course, the two white acute agree with their classical World War I style medical stretcher with Dr. Starbloom of it. Already long gone, putting 3 steps to one of you guys' well-practiced evolutionary advantage, of course, of being a octoencephalopod. And just I don't know, man. They love it. They do it all the time. They love it. So yes, we will go ahead and pick up, I think. Really on the way up. We're gonna skip all the way forward, but there was one little thing I want to do. Samson, as you are climbing the Great Stairway, you have to take one little stop at the same landing where you felt the presence of the Kyber within these grand pillars, and specifically where your bird, your Asprellus, was roosted whenever you had discovered him. And you mainly have to stop because your Asprellus flies back into its little former roost just for a moment. So he hasn't quite left your shoulder frequently, other than napping or whatever. So the weight that had started becoming very normalized to you draws your attention to its quick absence. And as you walk back over to that little indention, the little miniature cave, you see him, your Asprellus, kind of rooting around in its little nest of its, as if it's like looking for something.
Is there anything I can, without trying to interrupt him, see something as the, I guess the nest material moved around? Maybe there's something solid underneath. Because it's just like a little inlet, right? Like a little recess. Okay. I'll root around in there.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check. No difficulty.
No difficulty.
2 successes, 1 advantage. You walk in and you start looking around, wondering what your Asprellus might be doing. And you just settle on watching the bird just for a moment. And its little hole, even, that it had tucked itself into above what might have been a shrine at one point in time. It looks like he's packing up. There's not even really anything in there, but there's like a couple twigs, almost like a pigeon nest. Nothing really substantial, just a few twigs and things like that he had flown in there and shoved into a hole to sit on or whatever. But you do notice he hops back out, very gingerly sort of flaps his wings a little bit to land back on your shoulder. And he has a little bead in his mouth, right in between his beak, that he seems to be like shoving into the side of your head, like this.
I'll grab it from him.
And you gingerly take it, and he just sort of squawks as you take it, but folds his wings back underneath him as these little talons sort of hold onto your shoulder. It is perfectly smooth. It's very marble-esque, like a playing marble-esque. And it is like icy crystal blue. It might be hold between your 2 fingers. And it is, kind of roll it around. There are not a hard edge on it. And it is cold to the touch.
It's just like an inert stone, right? With nothing going on. Okay. Well, shit, I think it's appropriate to call him Bead now. He's got his bead. I'm gonna, can I put it on a piece of twine and make a collar for the Asprellus?
Sure. Yes, absolutely. Yes, and I'll say that you can focus on that enough while you climb as well. So you just fashion a little, and it's small, so it takes some finery, some fine motor skill to do it. But I'll say with your artistic sense and your more artistic abilities, your go-get-em attitude, you can get a little, almost like a little basket on this end of that twine that rolls into what is a collar almost. And you're able to tie it onto his neck. Which I will say, he seems kind of intrigued at first about what is happening. But eventually you're able to get it secured around him.
We
All right, well, the rest of your climb is uneventful. As you guys pass into the pass through the gate at the top of the stairway into the shrine of the ancients proper, Master Thelnizo, Shib's master, the Jedi Order representative for the council, is waiting on you guys. So he sort of gives you guys a big wave. Hey! Well, I saw the Greed come back up with Dr. Starbloom, I assume. Everything went okay?
He's alive, and we've retrieved everything he was trying to take.
Terrific, terrific. Well, we should probably send someone to, I wasn't really thinking, we'll send one of the guard duties or one of the other Greta to root around in the wreckage and see if there's anything else of interest maybe that he might have been trying to get away with. But
hopefully,
go ahead.
hopefully that is all he had. We were with him the entire time that we were inside of the ship.
Well, terrific. Well, did you guys have fun?
It was quite enjoyable.
It was an adventure.
Oh, good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Well, I know you guys are probably ready for some rest and perhaps your own bed with a little bit more, padding than however you've been sleeping out in the jungle. So, I know Chairman Segri will probably want to talk to you all relatively soon, but since we have the doctor in our hands now, I don't think we're in really any super pressing time. So I'll go ahead and release you all to, go rest up a little while, and then perhaps she looks at her little chrono and glances up at the sun, like sun's shielding her eyes. Well, I guess since it's technically morning already, we can probably do an evening meeting at the Fulgurate. So go ahead and rest up, go get a meal or whatever, and then let's meet up at the Fulgurate later tonight for our debrief.
Yep.
And Shib, come with me. I would love to hear your views of how the mission went. So they will head off back to their wing of the shrine, to the Jedi Order field house, effectively. What would you guys like to do, or any pressing matters that anybody would like to attend to?
I think we should tell somebody about what we saw. What were you going to say, Dom?
I was going to see how I could de-stress. Go get a
The
meal.
baths are always nice.
Yeah.
Do they have oil baths?
Uh,
Boiling oil?
not that I
I'm sure-
saw. I wouldn't rule it out though.
Maybe we can find enough oil.
Yeah, I mean
Have you seen
there are
that?
thermal springs. We might just be able to fill up a little pock of it. You can just climb on in. Is it
Natural
reusable?
disaster of BP oil spill in
Eco-terrorism.
Have we seen another droid up here?
Thelny has Master Zoe has a little astromech droid with her. Yeah,
Hmm.
but other than that, no.
Maybe you had to talk to the Gree.
Yes, I mean, sure, it wouldn't hurt.
Good luck explaining
I
an
mean-
oil bath to the Gree though.
Yes. Oil hunky-dory. You think that would work?
Well, that gets across like the idea of what you want to do is pretty good, but you got to still the concept of boiling oil that you walk into without getting them to try it. Might
Maybe
be a
the
challenge.
traders have oil?
Oh yeah, probably so because they have to do the maintenance on the ships and things like that.
Good point.
Definitely on the Decahedron.
And I will say, Noel, the Gree Egg by the Pilgrim Housing has not been explored yet. And the Gree, that is like the highest tech level. It is, ancient as far as you can tell, but it is the most technologically advanced thing up here. So probably not a bad place to start.
Hmm. All right. I do believe that I need to go speak with Devotee Lawn, but before we part, I just wanted to be sure. Is the plan still that we're withholding the fact that we have this item?
Yes.
All right. Good enough for me?
Yeah, and then Samson hunches over, puts his hood on, and goes, "Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh, nyeh," and rubs his little grimy hands together.
Yeah. So, Samson, what do you want to do? I'd pull you off to the side. What do you want to do with this thing?
I have to show it to Azamon.
Okay.
He may know what this is.
Why would he know what this is?
He's been around for a very long time. He was trusted with information from people generations before me.
Is that
He
old?
may know something. I think like 300, 400 years.
Wow. Okay.
And I don't know if we may have mentioned it, but he is a Gendai.
Google time.
I'm talking about Cthulhu.
Oh shit, dude. What? Sweet. Okay.
After that,
Halo 3 Brute.
we can destroy it. If there is someone you trust that may know about it, you can see too. I wanted to see if we can divine any information.
I think we should probably go to Azramoth first. I trust him. If you trust him, I trust him.
He may know something.
Okay.
If not, we can get rid of it.
Yeah, just pull me whenever you think the time would be right. I'd love to hear what he's got to say.
DM is the time, right? Mr. Hogg? We having a little sit down, stand up.
Well, you know what? Before we do anything else, how about, since we're talking about this right now, Samson and I, let's just roll a little history check and see what we can glean.
Oh, like checking it out ourselves?
Yeah, see if we've heard
Sweet.
anybody in our
I'll
orders mention it in the past. Something
I'll
like that.
assist you.
Well, the good news is, as well,
I may not be the guy for it.
there are.
Let's see.
You guys do know that there are archives here. You guys have also not really explored
Oh,
those
okay.
yet. Under
I
the
think that'd probably be the
guise
first
of
place
the
we would go.
gold isodecahedron.
We could both have a side of the mass. That way, it's easier for us to comb through the library faster.
Yeah, okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, I think I'm down with going comb the library.
Yeah, I think that's a cool
Absolutely.
place to
When's the
start.
last time we dug through some tomes, dude?
Been a while.
Yes, it has, for sure. Well,
Arcanus.
oh, yeah, probably so, yeah. All right. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I believe. Yeah, so you guys know where it is. It's on the west rise of the shrine. And it's a natural washout, so you have to take a little baby staircase down to it. But as you wrap around it, the ancient archives themselves are very old, as far as you can tell. It seems that they have put up some old wooden beams as like support pillars. And as you guys round it, it seems like it is all relatively natural lighting. There are crystals that are emitting light in a very normal sort of like LED white light from these different color crystals on these like little torch handles, sconces almost, that are placed around the walls. And there are wooden shelves that pretty much go around and up and down in rows. It is not a massive room, but it seems that the shelves that they have in here are chock full of all sorts of things. There also are some terminals. They are unlike any that you guys have ever seen before. And that belief is backed up immediately by one of the white acute that is interfacing with it with 4 tentacles that are like into the machine itself. So their face is like this close to it, and they have 4 of their upper tentacles like plugged into the machine itself. There are only a few people walking around in here that are not Gree. You do notice that there is, lo and behold, Jeff, another droid walking around in here.
Okay.
It is a little GNK series droid, a gonk droid, and it seems to have a clay bowl balanced perfectly atop its frame. And it is waddling in between shelves, and it seems to have like a little grabber arm out of the middle of its chassis that is like grabbing scrolls, unfolding them in a beautiful way that seems almost impossible with somebody without 5 fingers and just 2 pincers folding it. It seems to be reading it and then just kind of going about its business. This place is, however, packed with Gree. There are about 5 or 6 white acutes that you can make out, and one that is unlike all the others, that has these very nice, or I should say ornate, robes on that covered, and has like a little headdress sort of crown over its big elongated forehead. And the crown itself has a cutout or a ring in the middle that shows a gold isodecahedron tattoo on its forehead, right in between them. And that one, actually, upon noticing you guys walk in, will slither on over to you guys in a much slower gait than you guys have noticed of the Gree otherwise.
Say, how do we approach him, Samson?
Dude's pimp walking.
Looks like he's coming our way.
He also seems old. He has a hunch to him, like an older vertebrate might have. A little shoulder hunch.
He will be introducing us to the archives. We are new here.
Right.
Greetings.
Hello.
Orange obtuse?
Orange obtuse.
Parallel? I think it's parallel.
You have a problem?
No.
That's blue parallel. That's the greeting that we're looking for.
Blue parallel?
Perhaps orange tangent.
Orange
Oh.
tangent. Orange tangent.
That's right.
Yes.
That is orange tangent.
Well, you seem to have a better understanding of the Gree language than most.
It feels so little. You speak common well? You speak common well.
I've had many years of practice.
Far better than we speak Gree.
Are there any books on Gree to common translations? We've been struggling lately.
You know,
Basic galactic.
someone should get around to that obtuse.
Not that easy, Dom.
Are there any sine or cosine books? Huh? Huh?
More, we have many convex books. Books full of good mysteries. But,
Old mysteries?
oh, of 35,000 years worth.
Wow.
But
Found on
I'm ahead
Etone?
of myself. I
Hmm.
am the gold isodecahedron with the Gree of Atone, the Atone equilaterate.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
And what are your
I am
names?
Samson Dalamez of the Terrell Darafon. I
Current
seek the chair
new
in the convocation.
representative. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. We just returned from our first mission, so to say. Dealing with Dr. Starbloom and his findings outside of... Did we get a region name for this? Like, did we just say, like, hey, we went to the trader station, turned right, and walked straight? Like,
You
with
didn't really get a
the
region.
woods,
No.
the forest, like... I guess I'd say, like, just outside of the trader station, we took a small expedition to find an old Sith ship.
Sith, you say?
Yes, we were able to access the ship through dig site practice and venture around. We ended up running into a specter, and
A specter?
now Dr. Starbloom is in the infirmary.
Well, I hope he's okay.
I believe he will be.
Good. You mentioned the Sith. They lived here once. There's been many moons. Many, many.
You know anybody who, has stories of when they were here?
Oh, no. Those were the times where many artifacts did not survive upon their leaving.
I see. What happens if, I don't know, do you ever have people that go out and look for them?
From here, no. And they're leaving. There are many ways it can happen, and it has happened numerous times over the span of since our first arrival. But it wasn't always the bad people. We squeezes his tentacles like that. Wasn't always the bad people that did the destroying. Sometimes other orders would dislike what they found here and seek to purge it. We hold information of all kinds here. And we have shared this place with orders of all walks.
Do you collect artifacts?
Oh yes. That we have quite a many.
You allow visitors to see them?
Of course. The pilgrims, of course, we keep a closer eye on, but for the members of the convocation or members of any order that takes it upon themselves to live here and be its custodians, they have free reign of the artifacts and knowledge collected here.
Nah. Fuck it, I'll be forward. I'll be forward. How bad can it be? This guy's they're force sensitive folks, right? We've identified that degree.
You have not.
Or are we still jury's out?
You
And I
have
think
no
the
idea.
mask, I think the mask is also inert right now, right?
This fucking thing. Yeah. This he lives on a Kyber fucking mount, dude.
Yeah, you know.
The damn the squirrels are force sensitive, bro. Like what the fuck? All right.
If Anakin was feeling it on Tatooine, I mean,
Yeah. All right. We found half a mask. It tried to curse Dr. Starbloom, and I'm gonna take it out of my robe and show this guy the fucking mask.
not only did it do that, but it manifested and tried to attack us.
Oh. Very interesting.
I wanted to destroy it to protect us, but I do not know if it is okay. When Dr. Starbloom put the mask on, the Spectre came out.
I see. May I take a look at it?
I'm gonna hand it to him.
Do we feel any presence coming from him as he takes the mask?
I would say you're in a calm situation here. I would say no. Nothing out of the ordinary, no. This is a great hyperspace war, for sure.
That is a long, long time ago.
Well, for you, perhaps, yes. My inherited memories seem to have a blank here. I don't remember any ship crashing upon the planet. But you had found it, and this mask has come from it, so perhaps that bit was corrupted from my predecessor.
Your predecessor?
Yes, the gold before me.
He corrupted information?
It may have been corrupted in the transfer. But what would you like to know about it? Other than its time period, which I assume you had probably guessed already.
Is it dangerous?
A strange question, young master.
I do not want to harm someone because I do not take care of it. It attacked us the first time we touched it. Now it seems nothing is happening, but I don't know if the spirit is just resting.
A fine assumption to assume that this spirit may be connected to the mask rather than its resting place.
We did not see a body. But
It has
those
been
words
many
assure me.
years.
I understand that things work differently here on Atone, and I thank you for expanding my understanding.
That is my pleasure and duty.
What should we do with the half of mask?
Well, if you'd like to submit it to the archives, we can of course hold it here. But if you would like to lay claim to it as an item of importance to one of your orders, you can of course keep it in your own quarters or house.
How do I word this? Well, thank you. I believe I will keep it with me, so I may study it. I will, of course, bring it here eventually.
Of course.
I suppose in the meantime, if we were to want to use one of those terminals, would we just ask Agree here for help?
Yes, one of the white acutes can assist you with the terminals. They are not so easy for bipeds to access.
Yeah, I've never seen one like those.
We no longer have the means to create them. Yes, these have been with us since the beginning.
Anything else like that? Any other technology you still use?
Yes, the Gree quarters is original technology as well.
All right, well, I think we'll be off to it.
If you need something, you must only ask.
Thank you.
And he'll meander on back over to a desk or sorting books or using the Dewey Decimal System or whatever they use. Any research you guys would like to look for or anything like that?
Did we get a name of the ship?
You did not. Don't have a name, have a class.
Yeah.
Anything Darafon, even Terraro Darafon in the
Yeah.
archive.
I'll have to look.
Yeah, probably Darafon is the keyword search we're going for.
Yeah.
Terrific. Well, go ahead and give me a sweet group roll between the two of you.
All right, what would that be? Education?
Yeah, I would say either education or lore. It is definitely lore. It'll
Two
be
greens for both, Dom.
be an
Also
average
two
check.
greens.
Oh, terrific. It'll be an average check. You guys will get
I'll give it
a
to you.
boost die
Alright.
for the assist. You will also get a boost die from being in the archives. And while you guys will get that roll result, and then we're going to jump over. Beautiful 3 successes. We'll jump over to Noel. So, Noel, do you mosey on over to the South Rise to the Gree Egg?
I think the questions that Noel has, he has to bring to Lorne first.
Okay, terrific. Well, it is certainly easy enough to find your representative. you head back to your order house. The mask and insignia of the centralized sopter cast upon the front visage of it. And as you wander in, it is, of course, lit by a singular candle, with long shadows being cast across a short room that seems almost impossibly large. And Lorne is in there sweeping.
I'll walk up and go, Devotee Lorne, are you sleepwalking currently?
Oh, no. I'm glad you asked. But no, I'm wide awake. Considering it is, the first quarter of the day here, have to get up and at 'em.
Very true. I've recently been part of an expedition, and some interesting or fascinating data has come up. And I wanted to see what you thought about it.
Oh, well, please, do share.
Have you ever encountered a force apparition?
A force apparition.
Yes, they, how would you call it? The other members, they called it a ghost, but it appeared like a non-corporeal life form of some sort. Very angry nature.
Yes, well, of course, no, you understand. Ghosts aren't real.
Well, I thought I did. But this was certainly real. It attempted to strangulate Dr. Starbloom, our resident archaeologist. So it had bearing on the physical world, but it itself, my arm went right through.
Yes, well, it could be a manifestation of the Force. I suppose that's not quite a ghost. And it was on a crashed ship, you had said?
Yes, we discovered a crashed ancient Sith starship.
Sith. Well, I wouldn't put it past the planet Etone itself. It's quite reactive in the Force, as well as coupled with the strength of its virgins. I assume it could manifest in this way of a place of suffering, perhaps.
That it was. It was quite joyous. You should really take a look whenever it's more cleared out. But there was one more thing that kind of put it into perspective. Shortly after seeing this, I saw Dr. Vokodo in the same ship. He only appeared for a second, but he was clearly pointing, directing me to this Sith specter. It seems a tad more personal.
And I assume you've already run an internal diagnostic.
Rudimentary. Yes, I have not taken a significant rest since arriving, but it is on the list.
And I, of course, do not mean to offend, but you are operating in nominal conditions?
Yes, I mean, a little bit of, I guess, static just from the journey and our last couple of encounters. But nothing that should affect cognition.
That is strange, Noel. Could the doctor perhaps have hidden a directive in your subroutines? Something
It's
when
possible.
stress levels perhaps get high. might provide direction in these situations?
Fully rule that out. So it's certainly possible. But yes, it's all been very strange and confusing, to say the least.
Of that, I would
Is it-
agree.
Is it? I mean, the void consumes all, as we know.
Of course.
But is it possible for the void to, I don't know, burp something back out?
He grins a little bit, almost like a child asking you a question that they don't have full understanding of yet. No. If it were immutable, but something came back out, it would not be immutable.
That is true. Yes, perhaps it is nothing. I will run a full diagnostic in a bit, but I was simply curious about if you've ever had any experiences like this.
Not like that, no, and those of us, well, the lens brought me about to this position because of my ability to see, or to receive sight. So it is not uncommon for me, but very rarely, or if ever that I can remember, has a sight been so personally attuned. I have not seen anyone close to me before. And no,
Yes.
before you arrived on Etone, had you ever had anything like this happen before?
Not once.
Is this the first?
Well, I cannot speak from before my last memory wipe, but since there has been none until I think it was a day or two ago, maybe more.
I think it is strange. I have not ever heard of a droid receiving a sight. And I had not thought it possible. It must be hardware related, my friend. And that is, of course, not a failing or fault of your own, but I can see no other option. And unfortunately, Vokodo was the cybertech expert, droid mechanic. I'm quite lacking in that area of expertise myself, or I would offer to perhaps root around your subroutines and things. The Gree may be able to help if you are not opposed to them getting a view at your inner workings.
Yes, they seem rather impartial, so I think that may be a route to go.
Of that they are. I have my own ponderings with these Gree. And conversation has not been easy.
Yes, I'm still working on a codex.
Yes, but they seem to be trying to, skate around the immutable void and all. But I suppose it's not really, it's no different than if before I were to join the immutable void and the ecstasy of unbeing. If I were to write a book, of my, a journal. I suppose that would be the same thing. Just because you were to read my lives, teachings, and assume them upon yourself, that would not make you me, right?
Indeed.
I'm rambling. Anyways, no, my good friend, yes, we should sort this. We will need you at operational capacity for the days to come, yes?
Indeed. I'm still working on the through line to the Baron Sages. What exactly is that?
The Baron Sages? Or the
No,
through line?
A through line.
Oh, a relationship.
Okay.
Become acquainted to them.
Introductions, perhaps.
Yes. You'll see they share something very similar to our site. Their ancient ways, they received forewarning of grand storms and things of that nature on their home planet in their early evolutionary years. They're perhaps cousins to us and our abilities. Of course, I don't know why they would not find where the direction their grand event was coming from and head to it instead of away from it. We have not made that bridge yet, but of course.
Simple nonsense, really.
Right. If you have a world-ending event happening, you should be joyous at the occurrence.
Yes. Cultural differences, I don't know. But I'll see if they can't see it our way.
Yes, and Representative Shuo, Tlai, first name. He's an old Keldor. You can't miss him. Kind of a yellow-orange skin, lanky fellow. He's usually in the gardens most mornings.
Excellent. Well, I am in search of an oil bath somewhere on this shrine, so I shall leave you.
Good luck, my friend. Of course. I'm gonna take a nap. And he'll just fold himself up on the floor where he just swept.
Awesome.
And where would you like to go, Noel?
I'll go up to the Gree Egg.
Perfect. So you'll head over, exit out of your rise, head to the south rise. To White Acute at the entrance of the egg, and we'll jump back over to our other crew real quick. With those 3 successes, specifically with the keyword Darafon, the first couple of things that Jeff Sampson, you guys find, is a direct translation, which is devourer in basic. The second part for Darafon is a bit of a synopsis. It seems to be a parchment cut of a former wider collection of the Keldroma epics, which is like the grand myth of the Great Hyperspace War. And in there, it of course mentions Darafon class ships, and it seems like the little piece of parchment that they have in the archives here, or Flimslast, that they have copied and scanned here, is a retelling of the Iron Citadel and the attack on Empress Teta. It does not really say much, but it mentions that a fleet of Darafon class ships that blocked out the sun of the solar system descended on the planet, as well as warriors of Mandalorian clans aboard basilisks and things of that nature. But last and not least, of course, is a rumor that Naga Sado, the Sith ruler of the old Sith Empire that was leading that attack, dropped or had a drop in his ancient technique of a way to control his forces from his own flagship through the Force. And in the final moments, or the penultimate moment of that attack on Empress Teta, had a lapse in it. And in the clarity that followed, it is said that some ships came to their consciousness, really, the grasp of Naga Sado, free from their mind, and had mutinies aboard ships, which then fled the system, never to be seen again.
Interesting. So, Samson, does any of this fall in line with the myths of your organization?
I did not know it meant destroyer.
Devourer.
Devourer.
What did you think it meant?
Terrafon.
What
This
does
is
Taral mean?
jarring. I couldn't tell you. It is who we are.
Oh,
Are you guys talking in the archives?
yeah.
You hear a honk, honk, as the little gunk droid with a bowl on his head and its little claw hand out and a little scroll in its hand walks up to you guys.
Do you think it speaks basic?
She,
Good.
and yes, I do.
No.
I've been waiting to meet you, Representative Dalamet.
It is good to meet you. You are?
Ah. I am Z033W3. Or Zoe for short.
Nice. What do you do here, Zoe?
Oh, well, I, of course, am the representative for the Orthodoxy aboard the Convocation. You can
The
tell by my
Orthodoxy
bowl.
are a
The Nin Orthodox, right? Is it the Nin Orthodoxy?
Mm-hmm.
They're another pilgrimage sect.
okay.
Molly's coming.
Are you studying here in the archives? Do you have a
I like to spend most of my time here. Yeah.
We were curious if you may have ever come across the Terrell Darafon.
Well, that was actually why I wandered over. I'd overheard you talking. But
we found a few things that are new to me, and
yes, well,
not from my learnings.
I'm not sure what good the translation would do you. But I believe the closest for Taral is he who protects.
That is weird.
Well,
He who protects the devourer?
well,
The
never
Great
know.
Devourer.
It might not be one-to-one. But it is interesting. He who protects devourers.
That is curious.
And, I assume if, you've been looking up the Darafon, you've probably stumbled upon some of the snippets of the Keldroma epics. A fun fact, the Darafon, classically, were almost like they were a being. It was like a sort of miniaturized negative energy contained. So they were almost like black holes, like little anomalies.
They're conscious.
Yes, they could be controlled. They could move about of their own accord. Some scholars have put them in the same sort of category as star weirds and things like that.
Wow.
Yes, but the etymology, yes, he who protects devourers. It is interesting to have your order be from there, but of course, it may just be 5,000 years is a long time for language to develop, especially with no other influences upon it.
We also do have to avoid the things of the desert, so I can see some credence in it.
I guess so. It's just strange that we're only finding out about it just now. I mean, you spent your whole life in this organization. Never came up.
As I said, I am limited in my studies. A lot of what you do before you are anointed is, to put it generally, is just suffer. A lot of time in the desert, just moving, walking, and thinking.
These beasts of the desert, these things of the desert, what are they?
The dracons. Make sure I'm saying that right.
Mhm.
The dracons. They're an early beast. They can hear you. Or no, they can feel you. They can sense you out in the sand.
And how do you protect from that?
The Derefon travel while suppressing their force signatures. It is how the dragons detect people on the sands, things on the sands. So
Oh.
we just blend in.
Well, young Samson, I would say perhaps it is not protecting the devourers, but perhaps you are protecting from.
That is what it feels like.
And I think that would make more sense.
Put me a little more at ease, at least.
Do you possess this ability, Samson?
I do, but just for myself. Some of the higher anointed are able to protect crowds of people. That's why traveling on the sands took special people. It took higher anointed to move more people across the sands.
I see.
I would ask, so is Darafon, is that basic? What language is that?
Darafon, I believe, in and of itself is Old Sith.
Oh.
Yes, well, I'm looking forward to having you all around at the shrine more. Seems you're curious for knowledge, which is an attribute I respect greatly. And young Samson, if you ever need any help maneuvering around the Fulgurate or any of the other chairs, do of course feel free to ask. You can never have enough allies on your side up there.
Surely so. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
And Zoe will give you a little with the claw and spin about. Clay bowl balanced on her head and waddle away.
Curious.
Yeah, has a gonk droid become the leader of a whole religious sect?
Asking for a friend.
Anything else in the archives, fellas?
I don't think so. Not unless you have anything, Samson.
I think our last step is to show Azermund.
Yeah, I think so too.
Very good. Well, as you guys go to cross the rises in the Shrine of the Ancients in search of Azramode, we'll jump back to Noel. As the two Gree outside wave their tentacles at you. Machine place thing. Orange tangent.
Yes, orange tangent to you all as well. This is the first time I've come to this part of the shrine. It seems that the tech that you all have here is a bit of a step up from the rest.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Gold convex. Gold convex, indeed.
Convex, at least. Would you happen to have any sort of in basic it would be called an oil bath.
Mmm.
Very hot oil, too hot for organic beings, but the perfect temperature for synthetic.
Are you yellow concave?
Yes.
Perhaps these Gree may turn you into parallel instead of perpendicular.
So parallel as a towards a common goal.
Parallel. Perpendicular.
Yes. Yes, indeed. A good situation versus a bad situation.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, that would be excellent. My joints are nearly frozen from the last climb of the stairway. I heard that there are sort of hot baths, but it seems like that's more of a organic, just water thing.
Would be perpendicular. Yes, for a machine place thing.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, allow these Gree. You may come. Allow these Gree to return you to blue parallel.
Excellent.
And they'll turn around. You'll see both of them put two tentacles on these weird panels on the side of the door. And you see it spiral open. Silently.
Now that's good tech.
They'll slide in their very simple robes inside the Gree egg. And it is very like UFO bright lit inside with winding corridors. And there's a bunch of Gree in here. They don't really talk unless you beseech them of anything. But they seem to be leading you somewhere. You go up a couple of staircases. There is one.
Quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I see only white acutes, or are there possibly like green? Or
That's a great
yellow?
question. You do with some of the Gree that seem to be in like a resting state. They're not like laying down or anything like that, but they're all like standing in a room that's like a little bit less brightly lit than the other one, and you can see their eyes are closed and their heads are like bowed. But they're all white acutes still that you see. And one other room that you pass by with, once again, almost like a viewing window. You look inside. There are rows of the closest that you would be able to put it to, Noel, are bactopods. and it seems that there are inert white acutes being sustained in these pods. And you'd also notice that they are in varying different states of growth and size. Like they have some that seem like maybe fetuses, and others that are like child-sized, and then even some others that are fully grown, but unclothed, like naked squid gree. And the gree walking, the two white acute walking in front of you, don't even glance in there. They're just sliding along.
Very interesting. Are there more of the kind of like in the archives, just like the ancient terminals?
Oh yeah,
All-
those are everywhere. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The door terminals also seem to have those sort of tentacle receptacles for them as well. You do notice that you don't see a single scomp link anywhere.
Curses.
But you see them both. They're like shoulder to shoulder. They seem like they're attached like through a rod in like a bad animation style. They both like perfectly pivot turn to a door, and once again do the double tentacle open, and seems to be what is effectively a repair bay.
Oh,
You do,
I'm home.
whenever you walk in there, you do notice that there are piles of just what you can only assume is Gree tech everywhere.
Does any of it kind of appear like the piece that was on Blue Decaprism that was going to be smuggled?
I would say yes. You see a
question.
couple of them. Specifically, you would be hard pressed to call this thing a droid, but it looks like a self-moving machine of some kind, but that has been badly damaged, and it is insanely rusted as well. And where a power supply might have been connected or attached seems to have been ripped or blown away. And you see inside of its maybe chest cavity something like the artifact you possess.
What can you tell me about this thing? Gesture to it.
You see him kind of do like the individual eye blink. Hmm. These Gree know little. Perhaps we know Black Concave.
Oh, interesting. I know that black means hostile or enemy. Concave. Still unsure of that one.
You are Concave.
Oh, machine.
No,
Sure.
machine place thing machine.
Machine, yes.
Concave current state.
My current state or its?
Yes, yes. You and it. Concave, not parallel. When machine place thing work good, parallel. When machine place thing not work, concave.
Okay, malfunctioning or broken. See. And you called it black as in hostile, so you wouldn't want me to repair it, per se.
forbidden to these Gree.
I see. Well,
Punished
In that case-
these Gree.
ooh, very bad. Okay. Well, forget I asked. I will simply.
No. These Gree will remember.
Okay, excellent. Well, I shall simply repair myself, get myself back to blue parallel,
Ooh.
and then I shall be out of your tentacles. I was going to say hair, but you don't have hair.
These Gree do not.
It's an organic thing. I'm trying out some new stuff.
New material.
Have you-
And they'll pull out effectively not an oil bath, but they'll pull out a bunch of weird tech that you have not ever seen before. But they seem to insinuate that you can use it to return yourself from your damaged concave state to a working parallel state. These Green, banned from knowledge, can't use.
Is it just the two of you that are banned, or are all?
Oh
like,
no,
cutes?
all equilaterate.
All equal. Even the gold.
Oh yes, yes,
dodecahedron.
yes, yes. Cannot create, banned, punished.
I think I'll start repairing stuff if I can. I do have a data pad. It didn't say anything about pictures, so I do want to just take like a snapshot of the broken machine.
Sure, sure. And here, I would say it is beyond easy enough. Some of this stuff, sure, is weird and designed for ancient Gree use, but you're a smart cookie. You can figure it out, so you can absolutely go ahead and repair yourself in the Gree repair bay. So you can go ahead and remove your wounds. And if you're going to do a little power cycle here, you can remove your strain as well.
Absolutely.
Very good. Let me get a sweet music change in, too. No, I'm going back to Paragus, too, if you would
Absolutely.
like to listen along.
Bing. Ominous.
What? No. So you guys go out and search for Asmode. You swing by the Taral Derfon field house first, and he is not there. So you search about the commons and eventually find him on the edge of the east rise, leading to that narrow canyon gap that the Fulgurate sits on top of, on the north side, on the north rise, where that natural musical cavern has been carved. And Azermode seems to be sitting there, meditating, his large form, legs crossed on the edge of the canyon.
I'm gonna put half the mask on my face and desert mode.
It seems you have returned, Harold.
With something of interest.
Is that so? You
Yeah, fuck it, I'll hand it to him.
trying something new?
Does he react at all upon seeing it?
Give me a perception check.
Let's see. I gotta click the dice itself. What's the difficulty?
It'll be 3 reds.
Oof.
Oh,
No way.
Hey, only 4
Oh,
threat.
bro.
Man.
That's pretty close.
Jeff, it doesn't seem like he reacts much at all. He has not risen to his feet. He's kind of looking over his right shoulder at you guys. You do, I will say, with 4 threat only, no success. You do notice his eyes dart to you first whenever you guys arrive. You found this in your travels?
On a terraform.
A crashed ship.
Buried in the ground.
What do you know of it?
Something lives there. A specter. On an altar.
Hmm.
The mask was possessed.
Don't subscribe to such foolish tales.
Did put
I don't
one of
know
us
how
in the
else to
hospital.
describe it.
This mask isn't her.
It
The
wasn't
spirit.
whenever we found it.
I'm sure the spirit was more attached to the ship than the mask.
Huh.
Then we can just hang on to it, I guess. I thought it would be more powerful.
Just a thing. It is what was called a sorcerer's countenance. When complete, it removes your perception of the living world around you to better focus upon your internals.
Like for healing?
No,
Or for concentrating on
a focus,
On what?
if you will.
let's see. Does your organization still use them?
No.
We can rebuild it, Jeff. Maybe try to use it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have much use for it. I mean, I'm more of a hands-on kind of guy.
You
But
possess
if
this
you wanna
other
try.
half?
It's not on my person, but it's here.
Hmm.
Looks to Samson.
Have you enjoyed traveling with this herald, young one?
Yeah, I mean, Samson's a pretty cool guy. He stays to himself most of the time. Haven't had any complaints. He's pretty good in a pinch. Hell of a lot better than Starbloom.
Good.
Why do you ask?
Curiosity is all.
Do you enjoy traveling with him? I see you guys are pretty much inseparable. I was surprised to see you didn't come with us through the jungle.
Enjoyment is not on my list of factors for my duty.
It's a shame, really. Makes life a little better.
Tell me, Jeff. I'm curious about something.
And what's that?
What is your opinion on Nrax?
Rax.
That would be your rep for the Matuka, the Gand.
Oh yes. Out of character. Have I interacted with them much before coming here?
Before here, no. Narax has been on its own for a while. And your one interaction was just at your morning
Yeah.
kata.
Okay. Much the same as it is the rest of my order. Stern Master. Guide. Respect, admiration.
Do you believe he deserves his position?
Absolutely. He's challenged those above him and beaten them.
Is that all it takes
Until-
to usurp a position? Besting them in combat?
Well, we in the Matukai believe that combat is an extension of your ideals, your convictions and beliefs. So, in order for someone to be beaten in combat, clearly their resolve was weaker than that of those who challenged them.
I see. Is there anything else from your expedition, Harold?
This is the only thing we brought back.
Give me a deception check, man.
What you got?
Once again, 3 reds.
No, fuck.
Not the 3 reds.
No drill sergeant. Give me that.
Hold on.
How do you lie to somebody you always try to lie to and never get away with it?
Hold on. Hey, what'd you get, Samson?
And Jeff, technically you're here, so if you...
Wait, what did Samson get? I can't see his roll.
Oh, I didn't roll yet.
Oh, I see.
So
I would like to
searching my
intervene
screen.
after the roll takes place. If that
gotcha.
makes
If you
sense.
and well, if you would like to, do you have a rank in deception, Jeff, or no?
I do not.
You can give him a boost die as well for the actual roll.
Okay,
Nice.
I'll do that.
All right. Yep, that's gonna be what it is. Holy fuck!
I'm so glad I didn't play my hand. Wow.
Put that finger down, man.
Wow.
Karma's real on this table. That is 4 successes, 2 threats, and a triumph. Go ahead and take 2 strain for me, Samson. What would you... Well, okay, so Azure mode, I can tell you with 1 success, we'll believe you. What would you like your triumph to be?
Shit. Could he tell me how to fuse the mask? Is that a respectable triumph reward, or would I divine it?
I think he could probably... Well, he probably wouldn't tell you, but I think divining
If
it
it comes to
is
me in a
fine
dream.
enough. You certainly, with Jeff as well, with a little bit of precision and handiwork, it is just a frontal cover, so you'll have to attach it to something. It's not like a fully enclosed helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you could have like ties that connect to either side and they wrap across to like join it.
Like a
That'd be
strap.
sweet.
I would say that, and then to actually connect the pieces as well. Something with a, significant enough heat source, say lightsaber or arc welder, certainly can rejoin this thing into itself. 4 successes. So I know you're the one lying here. But because you have so many, you successfully obscure the truth not only about the other half of the mask, but the lightsaber as well. And I'll also say you, Samson, have been traveling with Azramode and have known him for long enough. His attention is elsewhere. He is not ever really happy to see you in the first place. But he's certainly upset about the intrusion upon his thinking time, as it were, right now. And with that last success, him asking Jeff about his own order kind of stinks to you a little bit.
Are you up here planning something? Or are you up here trying to come to terms with something?
He'll kind of peek a hairless eyebrow at you. Leave me, Harold. There's still much to be done.
I think I'll just give Jeff a nod and walk away.
Jeff follows.
Don't poke the bear.
And I'll say it's probably about midday or so. And it's certainly enough time for you guys to go grab a sweet bath. If that's what's next for you guys before our meeting at the Fulgrim.
Take a
so.
bet.
Sweet. I'll swap it over to old song now since I don't need the ominousity.
Ominicity.
Well, yeah, you guys have all been to the reflection pools before. But it's a beautiful place, man. The water, the reservoirs have been filled. The water levels are sustained by the Gree and some evaporator technology from days long past. One pool, of course, being heated, the other being icy cold, and one of the natural flowing water in the middle. And many pilgrims are here doing their laundry or bathing themselves. And I would say, Jeff, whenever you guys walk in, you do notice that Flo is here again.
I would go and approach.
And she, sees you approaching. Of course, her lizard, or I say lizard, her snake body self being naturally in the hot water spring. Sees you approach. Her eyes kind of get big. And sort of waves at you with the back end of her tail.
Oh, it's good to see you.
Jeff, hey. There's
How have you
been
been?
a lot of talk of how exciting your last week or a couple days have been, but I've been good. How was the expedition? How was your mission?
I have to say, Etone is quite beautiful. It was just so quiet and peaceful out there for the most part. We did run into occasional animals and even a person out there, but yeah, the discovery itself, the ship, it was something to behold. I mean, that thing must have hit the ground going 1,000,000 miles an hour, but some of it stayed intact, and we got to go in there, and I mean, we saw some kind of strange things, I'll be honest, but no, it was an excellent adventure overall. Never really seen anything like that.
Nice. Well, that's so good to hear. Things have been kind of pretty boring up here. I've just been running around some more. I went and talked with Lena Tay. I don't know if you've seen her before. The big Kaminoan, like 8.5 feet tall, gray skin. Yeah, but she's a part of the Falinasi. And I kind of was interested in that. They're like majority female, like 95% or something like that. And I'm a girl, so I figured, hey, maybe that was a cool place to start. But yeah, that's another. I don't know. They talk a lot about like the white current and the dark tide and stuff, and I don't know. I don't know if that's really for me either. And they're kind of like
not into the mystical stuff. You're more of a practical person.
I don't know. I mean, I get it's just kind of hard for me to grasp the mystical stuff because it doesn't really happen to me. You know, like I'm like having to imagine all the mystical parts.
Of course. Actually, I was in the library earlier, and I met this Gonk droid named Zoe. Goes by Zoe, longer name. Uh, but they're the leader of the I'm blanking.
Nin orthodoxy.
The Nin Orthodoxy, actually. Have you encountered her before?
No, I haven't. I haven't really gone to the archives yet. I really, I like being out in the sunshine, being around all the books and stuff seems kind of. But no, I haven't really looked into them. Maybe that'll be my next stop.
May not be for you, but I know my friend is also a droid. Was a droid, and they're not really connected to the mystical aspect of things, to my knowledge. Although he's been seeing some strange things recently. So maybe something more rooted in fact might be something.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, I'll have to go give them a look. Oh, I did want to say, Representative Tay, she was in like a big argument with Chairman Segri a couple of days ago before you guys got back. Yeah.
About what?
I don't think it was anything crazy. I think it was just like they were at the amphitheater, so I think it was like one of the planned ones. But I mean, they were really getting after
like a debate.
Yeah.
Oh. Any key points?
It kind of had like how it's supposed to be like within the lines, right? Whenever you have a debate, and it kind of felt like it was more like personal.
Oh no.
So, as far as I could gather, like the Falanasi, they're kind of like, they kind of like to buck the authority stuff. Like they're not really big on that. And authority is an illusion, is what she said. And I think that was what like it caused the personal strife, because like Kazi Kia is like the authority of the convocation as like the chairman or whatever, and it was almost like she was saying, yeah, but I don't respect that.
That could be troublesome. I mean, it's important to maintain order here, especially with all these different people from all these different walks of life and point of views. Can't have somebody undermining this system.
Yeah. And I mean, hey, you should, but they've like vote, right? I mean, if you're participating in the voting, certainly that probably means you at least agree with the authority a little bit, right? I don't know, man. It's a lot of it's confusing. And that's kind of why I'm so stuck on all this stuff. It's hard to wrap my head around sometimes. And I'm pretty flexible.
There's a lot of ideas in one place. Yeah. No, I find myself in a similar situation.
Really?
Well, yeah. I was already kind of questioning before I came here, but I mean, all these different perspectives. I mean, I was talking to my friend Null, the droid I was talking about, and he believes in this immutable void, and he's actually rejoicing when things die. I mean, he's not murdering people. I mean, he does. I think he may have killed someone with us, but we weren't fighting them. We were fighting them, so I'm not going to call that a murder.
Right.
But he does like rejoice in death in general. Even seeing the crash site, he was like reveling in how gruesome it would have been for the person on board. Anyway, even he's questioning what's going on because he swears he saw his maker on that ship the other day. So it's even got him questioning. And he was pretty devout. I mean, he's about as devout as you come, believing in what he believes. So something about all of this just makes me think nobody knows what's really going on, which makes it so hard to buy into these devout sects.
Right.
And everybody's got a different, incomplete part of the whole picture.
Like, do you have to buy in? I mean, I know we're here, and I know you're part of one already. Like, that's where I'm kind of at right now. Like, I've been up here almost a month, or like 5 weeks almost now. Like, do I have to put a name on it?
Well, remind me how you got here?
Oh, well, I saw one of the flyers.
And you were just an independent that came?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a regular, one of the regular pilgrims, yeah. And I just
you
don't have anything to really go back to right now, so. This is
Yeah,
kind
no,
of more
I don't
important
think
to
you
me.
have to join. No, you don't have to join, I don't think. But I am here with the Matukai, and I feel as though if I were to leave the order, they would probably just have me off world. I mean, I am taking up their resources and a spot in their camp, so
Sure.
I think I'm going to keep up appearances for
Well, yeah.
until I can figure out something better.
But what about the community? What about that aspect of it?
Well,
Like,
that's
if I'm
probably
an
I think the best.
independent and I
Yeah,
don't buy into anything, how am I supposed to? It's just me.
yeah, I think that is probably one of the most compelling aspects of the Matukai. I mean, it gives you structure. It's there's purpose in it. You can always better yourself and try to move up. The community's great. You have friends and peers that all kind of believe in the same structure as you, so that's always really nice. But if you don't find yourself aligning with one particular community, I could see it being really alienating because you're the only one who's not all in. So I wouldn't rush to join something unless you really like it. That being said, maybe you could start a community of your own for people who are still trying to decide.
I did think
I'm
about
sure there are
that.
others like
Maybe
you.
the pilgrims need to have a representation. I know they always change and everything, but we always have pilgrims here.
Exactly. A welcoming committee.
Yeah. Samson, are you listening in, or are you head underwater somewhere in the
Head
reflection pools?
underwater.
Samson, I have a question. Are you a hot water guy, cold water guy from the desert,
Hot
or the
as
in between?
fuck.
So you're right by the by the underwater heater.
He's scalding his legs.
Put my face on the jet, dude.
Well, oh,
Samson's had enough intrigue for today. He's got to get ready for his morning meeting.
yeah, or afternoon, night meeting, really.
Night meeting.
I'm gonna keep doing my rounds. I'm starving though. I'm gonna go find something to eat. I hope you guys rest up and don't run off so far. Maybe we can meet up and do some sparring or something in the sand pits.
Yeah, maybe so.
Cool. All right, Jeff. I'll see you later.
Later, Flo.
And she'll slither out of the hot water pool, just like Dom was doing, and wrap a towel around herself, and go on about her business. Dry off, however, a snake might need to do that with no arms.
Just flailing.
Yeah. All right. Well, are we ready to go to the meeting at the Fulgurate?
I need a bio.
Okay, perfect. Let's do that. I can also use one. So,
Okay, cool.
quick bio into
I
Fulgurate
actually want to
meeting.
stop by the Matukai
Okay,
camp
perfect. Perfect. We can do that.
prior, but no goal in particular. Just want to walk through.
Absolutely, can do. All right. Viewers at home, it's bio break. Skip forward. No edits. Another daily session of religious intrigue.
Gotta do it.
Yeah.
Gotta
Healthy
get her,
dosage.
Gotta,
I mean,
gotta get her done.
with the big days coming up on Tuesday, so you gotta get it out.
Garrett, have you heard? Are you in the loop, Garrett?
The big day.
Dude, the rapture's happening Tuesday, bro.
Shit, dude. This Tuesday?
This Tuesday, go clear your calendar. It's going
I still
down.
gotta do injury, dude.
The 4 horsemen are coming.
Oh man, dude, it's been
for me.
it's been all
I'm
over
driving
TikTok,
straight.
man.
I'm doing a D&D session mid-rapture. I'm going to Louisiana. We got to get this RP in. We're going to live the D&D session.
We gotta get her done, man.
Dude, how sick would that be?
Last one raptured gets advantage.
God.
Is it time gated? Probably not, right?
Rapture?
Yeah.
It actually is time gated. There are
Really?
literal time gates on the Rapture.
Dang, man.
It's going to start with the saints. There's like the Council of the Saints that descend. And then they have to do like this prayer, which goes on for a few days while things get pretty bad.
Are the horsemen here yet while the council comes down, or no?
They do. The horsemen do begin while they get to have their fun. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure.
My favorite is when the world soul opens up and the 3-headed black dragon takes.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
It grabs the proverbial I don't know who the virgin is, but it does grab the Virgin Mary who's giving birth to, I think, Lucifer.
Or Antichrist. Is it Lucifer or Antichrist?
Yes, Antichrist. No, actually, yes, Antichrist. And then Lucifer climbs up from the billowing smoke hole in the earth.
From the world soul.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
And Revelations is probably better
Revelations-
than your favorite fantasy book. I'll be honest.
It's
It's so good.
I wonder. I wonder how we got to the translation for world soul.
Do you know how Revelations was written?
No.
The prophet John was he was a disciple of Jesus. And the disciples of Jesus who remained after the cross and stayed loyal to him were killed in various different ways by the Roman Empire. And John, Jesus' most loyal follower, was sent to a deserted island to live out the rest of his days until he died. And he ate mushrooms on this. Like, this is like according to the biblical text. He ate like mushrooms and then communed and got visions from God throughout his time on this island and recorded everything. So that's how you get the story of Revelation.
Sweet. World soul.
But yeah.
I love that. I'm a huge fan.
Oh, they're dropping crazy names. They've got everything you want.
I've been getting more Demon Slayer edits on my TikTok. They go so hard.
Same. Infinity Castle is crazy.
So who was that Freya that was complaining in the group chat earlier?
Yes.
40%
That's
of
the
the
whole
movie's
point for it.
flashback. I'm like,
Demon.
that's the show. That's you fight one
first
of the
episode
bosses.
is
Guess
just
what, dude? It's a flashback. You're gonna see why they're a demon. Like it's kind of the whole gig.
Dude, whenever they hit the that, like, I don't know, it's like the Japanese, like the almost like the throat singing high pitch.
Mm-hmm.
That shit goes crazy with the drums. Oh,
Beautiful. All right. Okay. We're all back. We're ready. Listeners, we're back. Okay. All right. And Jeff, we want to swing back by the Matukai Den, correct?
yeah. I wanted to see if anything was going on there. Just kind of see maybe there's a duel going on, or just what's happening. What's going on? I've spent not much time here.
Gotcha. So yeah, whenever you head back over, work has done, or they have done quite a bit of work on their own orders. They have been here for quite some time, or at least have had a presence here for quite some time. It's nothing like Buhai Din, of course, but they have done their best to install their own sort of stained windows to have that same sort of feeling of home. Whenever you walk in, whenever you arrive, there are, in fact, a couple of duels going on. It doesn't seem like anything of substance. Seems more like training, sparring.
Yeah.
But you have not met either of them yet. But Narakzuk is, of course, watching on from seated position, legs crossed, hands on knees, observing. And as you walk in, you hear his sort of Gand vocabulated voice as they're fighting. You hear the names Erican and Danko as he's saying, "Good, Erican, yes." And then things of that nature.
Okay.
You gather that Erican is a younger human male, probably about 18. He's got sandy hair. And then Danko is a Twi'lek.
Okay.
Green skin.
Also male?
Yes, also male.
Cool deal.
And his is more of an emerald, darker green.
All right. They're sparring each other.
They are, yes.
I'd go watch. Maybe approach Narzook.
Gotcha. Yeah, so now you observe, walk around the ring, and then settle down by Narax, who's gives you a cursory glance through his compound eyes, but seems to keep the majority of his visual focus on the spar.
Let's just say I encountered something odd when I was in the field.
Is that so, Jeff?
It is. Not something I would expect to find on the wilds of Etone. A chained Rathtar.
This, you see him turn his little Gand head up towards you. Are you still standing?
No, I would sit by him. If he was
Okay,
sitting, I'd
perfect.
sit by him.
Absolutely. So he'll turn to look at you.
And I'm being discreet as well. I'm not trying to be flippant with this.
Yes, of course, yes. And you will notice Narax actually has his Wan Shin, his single-handed pole arm, laid across his lap as well. Perhaps less strange than one might believe.
Is there a plan I need to know about?
Nothing that concerns you at this moment, Jeff.
I understand.
Did you converse with him?
I did speak with him. I would just say, be careful not to underestimate the rest of the members on this world. There are things I do not understand happening here.
He barks out a halt to the spar, and they quickly bow to each other and return to the other edge of the ring that they had, that you guys have sort of crafted in here with the soft wooden fiber flooring. And they kneel, hands on their knees, across the board. What do you mean, Jeff?
Without being too brazen, I mean, there are people here who can gaze into the future. There are, powers the likes of which I haven't seen in our order. We know how to fight our way, but I guess just make sure you know what you're doing before you step to somebody else.
Buhai Din has ensured that Etone will be a place of peace as far as the Matukai are concerned.
Excellent. Then,
But Jeff,
yes.
as you continue your studies, you will discover that there are powers awaiting you and others of the Matukai walk, that this foresight or telekinesis or pervasive feeling will pale in comparison to. The strength of your body combined with your soul, these other things can't even come close.
Yeah. Well, you don't need a lecture from me. Peace.
Commence! And he calls the same two back out of their rested state. All right. Folgery? Question mark?
Sure.
Yep.
All righty. I did have one for this one. That's okay. I'll stay old song for now.
Oh, I actually just stumbled upon an accidental banger while we were having that
Oh, yeah?
conversation. I don't know if this is the vibe you're going for, but it was ludicrous.
Good. What was it?
I just sent it to your DM.
Oh, sweet. That's my go. All right. Well, as the Tricelorate system begins its dawning, or dusking, I suppose, and the light lessens towards about 8 o'clock in the evening, you guys will all meet up at the steps of the Folgrate, at the very northmost end of the shrine, on the north rise, at the oldest building that serves now as the council chamber. And as you guys approach, you can see the remaining sunlight twinkling off of the crystal suspended inside and casting now what looks like a golden light, in contrast to your regular skylight outside, stop perfectly at the edges of the inside of the Fulgurate. As you guys approach and walk in, there is a Guardian of the Wills there. And he is in full ceremonial, or she is in full ceremonial armor. There has a helmet and a hood that is like earthen clay red, and robes and a more patchwork armor. Not plasteel or durasteel or anything like that. It seems carved out of wood that has been draped and adorned on top of the robes. With a long pole staff in one arm. Impassively seems to just nod to you guys and sort of move the staff in, or as in directing you guys inside. And as you guys walk in, you notice it is not a full house. There are some mats currently not being filled. And specifically, you notice that the Jedi Order mat is not filled by Thelmizo. And Shib is not here either. Who is here, of course, Kazi Kisagri, current chair and head of the Fear Mists, is there. as well as Kalai Shuo, who you guys have not yet met, and I'm blanking on a male Kubaz is there. You guys have not yet met. And of course, Dr. Starbloom is currently handcuffed and seems to be in a miniaturized stasis field of some kind from the magna cuffs. Ah! The beings of the hour! No, Samson, Jeff, please, do come in. I know, Samson.
You got yourself into it this time, Starbloom.
And you see he does kind of dart his eye, like glare towards you, but he seems to not be able to move his mouth or really anything other than his eyes right now. I know, Samson, you have been in here before, but for my others, I know the crystal and its lighting effects can be a bit distracting at first, but you get used to it. You know, not casting a shadow and all that. Anyways, well, the good Dr. Starbloom has done us the favor before his current localized stasis to fill us in on what exactly happened down there, but in case any of you have anything else to add, I suppose we can get right on with it.
Perhaps you should just give us a cursory glance of what he told you happened.
Oh, well,
Yes.
I assure you, along with your friend Shib, who you'll notice is absent, but worry not, her and Master Zoe have some pressing business to attend to. Shib was able to give us the true account, cutting through the fabrications, of course, of Dr. Starbloom's subsumed lineage, as well as the misunderstanding, as he put it, of what had occurred.
Perfect.
The Kubas will speak up from a mat a few over. Yes, I would like to congratulate you all. And we have not yet met, but I am Varric Ezek. I'm the representative of the Sunstriders.
Nice to meet you.
Of course, I apologize for not having made my introductions earlier. I have just now arrived back on planet.
Say his name again for the crowd, please.
I'd be Varric Ezek. Vherok Ezzik. Now, Kazuki clears his throat, kind of plays with his little long, fleshy tusks. This seems pretty open and shut, but we do, of course, have to do our due diligence. Dr. Starbloom, of course, will be going away for quite some time. We will be arranging for a USDC transport to come and pick him up off of planet, where he will, of course, go to answer in front of a judiciary for his crimes. That of which, of course, attempted robbery and grave robbing, as well as theft. Now, is there anything else you would like a USDC Judiciary to note, considering that you all were on the expedition with him? Any...
Dr. Starbloom was reminded multiple times to not take things from the site, and he inevitably took things from the site.
I figured perhaps you might say that, Samson. And not to put it so bluntly, but would anybody have any plies for leniency that perhaps I should include?
I would say that Dr. Starbloom did attempted what he attempted to do in the name of science.
Very well, Jeth. I will note that down. I do not believe the judiciary will see that in quite such a bright light.
And perhaps, could we revisit the grave robbery charge?
Yes. What about it?
Could it have been possibly classified as a historical site, so it would be more of a discovery as opposed to grave robbing? I don't believe that Starbloom seeks to take those items for his own personal gain. I think it was truly to share with the scientific community at large. And grave robbing might be a bit of a mischaracterization of what he was trying to do.
I believe he mentioned a museum.
Is
Yes, and
that
I know.
so?
I know he attempted to leave the planet with valuable relics that belong to Atone. I'm not trying to defend it, but perhaps the grave robbing is a bit much.
Well, you all are members of this convocation, and you had the first-hand experience. I will gladly include that, Jeth. I think that is a important perspective to have. I will include it.
Yes, and if there is any suggestion for punishment, I would suggest, rather than perhaps a death penalty, that he be sent to a small populated moon prison.
Well, I don't know that the death penalty was on the table. And I don't believe a isolated prison is probably equivocatable to the sentence. But I will, of course, add it to the notes.
Thank you.
Of course. Now, Master Varric, if you would be so kind as to take the good doctor out. Just, of course, Councilman. And Varric.
Please, could we just momentarily? We did bond with Dr. Starbloom on our trip, despite the things he has done. I think it would only be fitting if we were able to say our goodbyes.
You see Varric and Kazuki look at each other. Varric has one long Kuba's nose, and Kazuki has two long ones sort of swaying towards each other at the same time. I said, well, sure.
You don't have to release him, of course, just allow him to speak to us, you know.
Yes, Varric, if you would be so kind. He walks over and twiddles with the Magna cuffs, and Dr. Starbloom seems to regain control of his functions from the shoulders up. Oh,
Dr. Starbloom.
Jeff, that is very kind of you, my friend. I swear, I do appreciate it. More than you can imagine.
I'm just trying to tell the truth, Dr. Starbloom.
Ah, the truth. Ever so fleeting. You can get into trouble for telling it.
You can. Are you going to be asked to be taken back to Corellia for your trial?
Oh, I'm sure the USDC Judiciary will take me wherever they'd like to go.
Well, it's Do you have a lawyer in place, perhaps?
Oh, no. Of course not. But as soon as I get my hand on a hollow communicator at a prison holding cell, you better believe that I'll be calling one up.
All right, well, hopefully we can get the grave robbery charges down and you'll be looking at only a few, maybe a year, and then some community service.
I'll be out by this time next week.
Excellent. Maybe a educational public broadcasting service show.
None of this is going to stick. I'm innocent.
Oh, well, the
Come
truth
on,
is
how many
ever so
times
fleeting.
how many times have you ever heard of someone trying to do something and being in trouble for failing at it? Very rarely.
I suppose you have a point. You have a certain point of view.
Shout out. Yes, well. And besides, even if I were to be locked up, that's just ample time to write my next paper.
Always looking on
Which,
the
of
bright
course, Jeff, your name will be on, and all of your others will not.
side. Wow.
You've slighted the great Dr. Starbloom on this day, and you will be remembered for it. Kazuki says, Varric, that's
maybe we
enough.
should wait.
That's enough.
Maybe we should wait for the dust to
Re-silence him.
settle on this case before you publish anything, Dr. Starbloom.
And Varric, like, just sort of rubs his eyebrow ridge and shuts the doctor back down, locks him back out. Please, get the white acute to bring him down to the landing zone. Thank you. Well, congratulations. I hope it was not too harrowing. I'm sure you all can handle yourself, and I know it was on short notice after your arrival, and you still really haven't had much time to settle in, but a little excitement never hurt anybody, I suppose.
No harm, no foul on my end.
Yes, well. Master Shuo, Kazuki looks over. Klai Shuo is fully asleep in his kneeling position on his mat. A long walking stick laid beside him, and his head's just like his Keldor mask is fully against his chest. And his chest sort of heaving heavily, like in a deep sleep.
Tough luck.
Representative Shuo. Yes, sentence him fully. Where'd he go? Oh.
On to great things.
Yes, indeed. Well, my young friends, a masterful job. Congratulations. I'm sure your orders will reward you heavily for the success you've gained here on this day in executing swift justice upon the evildoers that seek to befoul Etone.
Yes.
Maybe so.
Say, you there. Noel, I believe. Large robot. Droid man.
Yes.
Could you help me?
What do you require?
I
Assistance?
have a rather large crate in my office that needs to be moved to a top shelf.
Why did you ask me?
Well, it's heavy.
I mean, Jeth here, our resident Matukai member, he is quite strong as well.
He's more of a tawny type, I would say. You're more, bulky. Look at the large arm you have.
It is quite strong. I just want to be sure you didn't ask me purely because I'm a droid.
Oh! Oh, no. Just because I'm old, you think I'm a bit of a droid racist, do you? No. I love droids. I believe that they should be free all the time.
Great point of view for organics.
No,
I
well,
will help you.
It is.
yes, I mean, hey. Whoever originally decided to, create droids and give them a semblance of life should not have been surprised whenever life wanted to give them a semblance of itself. What can I say? All right, well, the Kazuki, we will be making our leave. Master Shuo, we're not quite done. Oh, well, what else was on the bracket? It's been a long day for Master Shuo. Please allow him some grace, if you would be so kind. But there is one last thing that I wanted to bring up to you all. We have received advance notice of a particular group that will be arriving on Etone next week on one of the pilgrimage vessels. The USDC has flagged one of them in this group as a potential sovereignty asset. Now, it is far without the bounds, or far outside of the bounds of the convocation, to deny entry to anyone under a pilgrimage vessel, regardless of their political orientation or planet of birth or any other, really anything at all. We can't say no. With the excitement that happened upon your arrival at Blue Decker Prism a few weeks ago, as well as this current escape attempt from the doctor, myself, as well as some of the elder representatives on the council, have grown a bit worried that perhaps something or someone has slipped out of the net that we have cast around the planet of Etone, and perhaps some bad actors could be on the way in.
Do you think they have hostile intentions?
Of that, I'm not sure. As far as we know, it is still impossible to make the jump from Baccarat to Etone without the specific coordinates and timings that we have put into place. And even the most prolific astronavigator, who was riding passenger on a vessel without any access to a nav comp or anything of the sorts, would not be able to discern the route simply from traveling it in the hold somewhere. So I'm not worried about that. But we have become a bit paranoid, I fear. And perhaps Master Shuo brought up that fresh eyes may be what we need for this, in service of protecting not only Etone, but the convocation as well, without preconceived notions getting in the way. So, I'm sure, as you know, Jeth, I've talked to Flola. The pilgrims like to ask questions. And really all I would like to ask, as you are all new members, or newer members, if any suspicious questions are asked of you or your order, I would say just be wary of them, and if any alarm bells go off or anything like that, that it might be, more information gathering or vital information gathering, just instead of innocent question asking, to take note of it.
And do.
Oh, well, anything else, Master Shuo? And Master Shuo is once again immediately deep asleep on his kneeling pad. Kazuki, he trumpets out of his facial tubes a little bit. Well, thank you and good job, my friends. Until this ship arrives, I would encourage you to perhaps seek out the amphitheater. I know there are a few of the orders that seem to be in a bit of a tizzy. If really, the debates have ramped up a bit recently, and I think it could be useful to defend your point of view. It always is, and it's always good to hear the opposing side and have to defend it with your might. And perhaps, who knows, maybe a new pathway of knowledge and understanding can be opened for you and perhaps your friends.
So,
Well, the Council of the Convocation, of course, thanks you and congratulates you, my friends. You are dismissed.
I'll go tap Master Shuo awake.
Oh!
The council is now dismissed.
Of course, I heard that. Well, let's go move that crate, shall we?
Do you
As he-
need any assistance?
No, just with the crate. And he'll grab his stick. And Master Shuo is in his late 80s. Not that you're familiar, probably know with the Keldor biology, but he's old. Very, very much so. Is there anything else anybody would like to do?
okay.
All right, fellas. Well, hey, beautiful spot as always. 2.5 hours in. I believe we can go ahead and call it there for the night for episode 9. Beautiful role play today, everyone, by the way. So I, of course, will be awarding a beautiful 15 XP. And this will be effectively the end of our introduction arc for Phase 3. So we are on to bigger and better things at the start of episode 10 next session, fellas.
All right. Good session.
All right, well, viewers, we're so glad you're along for the ride. This will be up hopefully soon. And if not, hey, binge watch them. It'll be great. We love you, of course, and we hope you have a great night and week.